Hey guys, it's Brklyn. Welcome back. The channel is growing. We've been getting more subscribers. Even though our videos have been slacking a little bit, we haven't had a lot of content being posted. Yes, I have gotten seen the DMs from you guys about what the heck, where's the videos, where's our content. I'm sorry, I'm frustrated too. I can tell you some good news though. We have a set schedule, we have lots of ideas, and you're gonna be seeing a lot more content weekly. So I'm really excited about that, but really thank you to you guys for all of you who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, this is the first video you're watching. Please subscribe right now because we are gonna have lots of fun here coming up. So this summer, I have been playing the Nintendo Switch a lot, just being on vacation and stuff, and having it so portable to take with me. I've been playing it, and it sparked an idea that I may be a PlayStation girl, but I realized, wait, I'm kind of a Nintendo girl too, because lots of the controllers are my childhood. So I wanted to get into the history of the Nintendo controllers and talk about how they've changed over the years. So, welcome to history class, but not like just any history class because it's all about gaming, so it's gonna be super fun. Okay, we're taking it back to 1983, before my time, when the original Nintendo came out. It came out with the Nes Controller. This little guy is so cute. It's probably looks-wise one of my favorite controllers. Comfort-wise, not so great. I don't have a lot of memories associated with this just because, as I said, it is before my time. But it has the A and B, select and start, and then the arrow buttons. And then that's it. There's no analog sticks or anything, and it's right here. This one's the one for the Switch, so it has the cord connected with it. A controller I do have lots of memories with, oh, I'm so excited to talk about this one, is the Super Nintendo. Comfort-wise, it got a little more advanced. It's a little more round. We have added buttons here. We got A, B, X, and Y. We still have the start and select and the arrow buttons, but now we got the shutter buttons. Super Nintendo. If you asked me the first initial thought of what I think of with Super Nintendo, I would say Donkey Kong. Okay, maybe not Donkey Kong, more specifically Diddy Kong and the mine cart level. Holy crap, yeah, that's where it's at. Super Nintendo was my childhood. There's so many hours spent on the Super Nintendo, so this controller means a lot to me. It definitely is why I became a gamer, I would say. The Super Nintendo had so many fun games. We got Aladdin, Supermodel Barbie, Lion King, Legend of Zelda, Ninja Turtles, Cool Spot. Oh my gosh, yeah, Cool Spot, and so much more. I know I'm missing tons, but there was so many fun games. One part that I do miss, the games came in that really thick box, and I get that technology is advancing and it's going digital, but I loved those little boxes. Our cabinet was overflowing with lots of games, and the graphics, absolutely terrible. So bad, but the graphics, literally so iconic. Okay, I spoke a little too soon saying that the Super Nintendo was my childhood because technically the Nintendo 64 came out in 1996, the same year I was born. I, however, did not own this. We were probably way too obsessed with the Super Nintendo that my parents were like, okay, yeah, we don't need to get that. They're glued onto that. So I looked it up and kind of wanted to see the style of it, and this is when we first get handles for the controller, so it's comfier. However, there's the third handle that I don't really know why they added. Not really necessary, takes up space for sure. And once again, there's more added buttons. So now we have 7 buttons and the arrow and analog sticks, and then the shutter. I did some research because I didn't know much about the controller, but this is the first controller to have memory card and rumble technology. Next up, we got the Gamecube. Nintendo Gamecube came out in 2001, and now we're talking Brklyn style. If there's one thing I want you guys to know about me, besides to be a nice, kind human being, is style and color. You gotta look good to play good. You gotta add your own little flavor to it. So the Nintendo GameCube is the first controller to have color, and of course it's purple. So why would we not love it, right? I am guilty of never owning a GameCube. The PlayStation came out and then we switched from Super Nintendo and became obsessed with PlayStation. But we can talk a little bit about the GameCube's design. It was designed to be more comfortable for the user. We got 4 buttons in front, the 3 shoulder buttons, and a D-stick, analog stick, and guess what? Finally, haptic feedback included. 2006. Holy crap, time moves by way too quickly. I remember this day so clearly. The Nintendo Wii came out and we got it for Christmas. We spent I think you have like 2 weeks off of school. We spent that whole time playing the Nintendo Wii. With that being said, this isn't really necessary information, but it's kind of important. I may or may not be pro in tennis, and I may or may not still brag about that to this day. So, the Nintendo Wii controller is the first vertical controller, and it detects movement, and it's the first controller with LED. So, we have the little buttons down here that light up to tell you which player you are. It still has buttons on it, but you don't use them as much, I would say. You use them like when you play Mario Kart and games like that. But for the most part, it just detects movement, which is awesome. I love that Nintendo was like, okay, gamers are getting a bad name. Everyone thinks they're just lazy and sit around. So let's make something more fun, get the gamers up and start moving. They have the little wristband. I remember hearing stories about people chucking their controller into their TV and breaking their TV or just dropping it. So they have the little safety thing. I can tell you I never really used this, but I can also tell you I never threw the controller into the TV, so we're good there. Also with this, it has the extension where you can add the nunchuck into, so then it makes 2 controllers. I actually took the Wii from my parents' house the other day to play with it, and I was playing Wii Sports, and I forgot how much I really liked the boxing game with the nunchucks, and I counted that as my workout for the day for sure. I loved Wii Sports. That was by far my favorite game on the Nintendo Wii. Nintendo stepped up their game. This controller we have never seen anything like this, and I think 2006 was a really big time for everyone in the gaming world. When that came out, it was like, whoa, what's gonna happen with gaming in the future? So really cool when the Nintendo Wii came out. 2012, the Wii U came out. I ended up skipping the Wii U. I didn't end up buying it, which I think most people didn't end up buying it either. The cool thing about Wii U is you can see it's a stepping stone to become something so great and make Nintendo so successful with the Nintendo Switch. The Wii U has a big bulky controller that's connected to a screen, and Nintendo definitely used this to create something so great. So the Wii U, I added in this because it is an important part of the history of Nintendo, because we get to talk about the Nintendo Switch. The Joy-Con controllers came out with the Nintendo Switch in 2017. The Nintendo Switch is one of Nintendo's most successful consoles. And it's really cool to see what Nintendo did, how they took stuff from the Wii U, what was good about it, and the Wii, and combined it to make the Nintendo Switch. The Joy-Con controllers are also unlike anything we've seen. They're super small, and there's 2 controllers, and you can connect it onto the Nintendo Switch, make it portable, or you can use it at home. You can also connect it on these controllers, this controller, which I really like to do when I'm using it. When it's hooked up to my TV, I like to use it as a regular controller, but super cool that you can take them in and out and use them as 2 separate controllers. The Joy-Con controllers I wanted to take a closer look at just because they are so unique. They have the regular buttons of A, B, X, Y, and the arrows, and then they have the plus or minus, shoulder buttons on the sides, but you can also use the controller horizontally, which is kind of like how the Wii is. and they have their analog sticks. So fun that Nintendo came out with different colors so you can customize it as your own, or you can put stickers on it. Needless to say, I love the Nintendo Switch and I love the Joy-Con controllers. If I had to rate all the controllers, oh, that might be really hard, but I really love the Super Nintendo controller and the Joy-Con controllers. Those two are top two for sure. The last controller we're talking about today is the Pro Nintendo Switch controller. As I was saying before, I like to stick the Joy-Con controllers in the holder when I'm playing for a long time. But Nintendo also came out with the option to have to play with this Pro controller. It kind of gives you more of like a PlayStation or Xbox controller type feel. So if you're playing like Breath of the Wild for a long time, I would probably either use this the Pro controller or the Joy-Con controller in the holder, just for comfort level. It's really cool that Nintendo gave this option as well, because the Nintendo Switch, you can play portably. Is that a word? You can play mobile or on your TV. So the Nintendo Pro controller also came out the same time that the Joy-Con controllers came out. Nintendo controllers! The history of Nintendo controllers. Okay, I know that you're probably like, it's 2021. Why do we really care about the Nintendo controllers? But I had a really fun time going back, and I hope you guys did too. It was super fun to look at the history of the controllers and see how much technology has changed and Nintendo has advanced into different type of controllers and styles and colors. I really had a fun time doing this, so I hope you guys did too. Please like and subscribe, comment. I want to know your guys' favorite controller. I rated my top 2. I want to know your guys'. Comment below, and stay tuned for a lot more videos because trust me, they're coming out. Thank you guys so much. Huh?